Well, apparently last time they mentioned a Dalent in answers, and I didn't even know because it was in Japanese, and I only figured it out after we... Man, I just had the volume low, and I put it up for some reason. I raised the volume for whatever reason, and now inside the game I just have to lower it again. Anyway, we're going to answers. I hope it's not too late or something. You know, we're going to answers through the exit of this town, which is here. And yep, answers is over here, so... Let's go get that Dalent. Of course, there's a fucking Dalent in the Japanese text that I couldn't understand. At least I've played this fucking game so many times, so much that I know... I know it like the back of my hand. We can get to answers real quick. And finally actually get some answers in the form of a Dalent. Take Sizz away from the lead. Kenzie has less experience than everybody. Sizz has so much experience right now. Holy shit. And it only amounted to 3 levels, which is still a lot. It's a lot considering we're only level 16. So 3 levels ahead is a big deal. But... Oh! Trouble finds us before we even get there. Arbiter's Heritage. That's the name of the translation chose for it. Okay. It was like Abitar or Abiter in the Google translation, but okay, Arbiter's Heritage. There you go. It's not that far. It's not that different, honestly. And they all laugh like they do. Oh, but you do. Well, I actually have something that's very interesting to us. Yeah, they have a Dalent. Monopole? Is that supposed to be Monopoly? Arbiter's Heritage. Are very satisfied with the money that will get us. Okay, so they're doing it for money. They're ninjas. They're just doing it for money. They're thieves, right? They're dressed as ninjas because why not? I shall shorten your already ephemeral existence. That's a raw fucking line, man. My pride is a carrier. It's supposed to be courier? I don't know. I'll defend this parcel with my life. You okay? But he's not gonna have the chance to do that because we're arriving. What the fuck is that? Oh, they have little images now? Okay. The true meaning of fear. I'll teach you the fucking true meaning of fear, you fuck. Yeah, I know I have that bullshit attack, and of course you targeted Sizz before everyone. Of course you did. But we're getting there. They're a lot faster than us. But that's fine. Wow, the images are even, like, stronger than... For some reason, the images are stronger than the real ones. Well, Maria, you're on repair kit duty again. I don't have any more earth medicine, though, so... And I only have 1 repair kit, so I better be efficient with this shit. Oh, he's actually stunned. Okay. I'll go attack this one, because this is the one. At least his, charges his turn quickly when he's not stunned. Okay, well, let's take advantage of that. And I want to attack this one because Sizz is gonna fire shower now. And he missed, which is very good. And now everybody's gonna get fucked. Oh, the shadows only take 1 damage. You see that? That's insane. Well, we don't have to kill them, so just attack this one. No need for occipital burst. Although they have a very low HP, so maybe occipital burst is actually useful for these guys. To attack this one. Yeah, he's almost dead already. Holy shit. And let's just use Seism again. The tickets to victory in many of these fights. And we actually were able to get it off before the ninjas could do anything about it. And yeah, this guy's almost dead. And so are these. Have a nice crit there. And we don't have anything, we don't have any fire shop. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I think he learned, oh, whatever. he learned something in the Japanese episode. Tenzi's not going to be able to do anything about the leader, but he will be able to do something about this guy. Okay, let's check out Nova Storm. Oh yeah, oh yes, that's what I like to see. That's what I like to see, homie. And yeah, fuck you. No experience, huh? Oh, now they call it Courier, but it's with 2 R's. Like, this is so weird. Save the balance. There's going to be only one, man. And I don't think the Courier is going to give it to you. Yes, we are. We're technically not doing it for any kind of heroic reason, so there's no reason the Courier would give the Dalents over to us. We do have 2 of them already. Oh, we're going to buy them from them. Okay. Oh yeah, of course. Alord has infinite money when the story calls for it. No, actually it wouldn't. Alord has infinite money. It would actually be easier, even if we were psychopathic freaks like you. It would actually... How the fuck did they manage to make Maria not able to say one line that I am okay with? Like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? She spent the better part of the Japanese episode trying to win over Alord's affections, even though he already rejected her. And now she's here. Like, every fucking encounter, she has to say a thing that makes no fucking sense and is completely psychotic. And fuck! Psychotic is how you pronounce that word. Not psychotic. Okay? The H is after the C, not the T. No, it wouldn't. Not any more than you've thrown already. Oh, fuck! Is he the king of the kingdom? Is he the emperor? Is he the emperor? Like, is he like the former emperor or something? Okay, so I thought they were building up that scene because Maria would kill him and cause something in the story, but apparently the whole Maria wanting to kill him thing was for nothing. And so, actually, the development here is to reveal that Tenzi was the former emperor, I guess. Maybe the current emperor is a despot? Could be. Oh, okay, they're just gonna tell us right now? Oh, that's good. I mean, they're not fucking trying to hold us over or something. Anyway, I got a pretty nice scene for the thumbnail. No, sure thing, man. You're the emperor, that's fine. Okay. Mm-hmm. Because someone killed him? Westwood and Eastfort. This game is so... I kind of like that, actually. They're so, like, you know, no nonsense when it comes to naming things. Like, oh, there's the Republic, the Empire, and the Kingdom, just so that you know exactly which is which. And then you have 2 factions, and they're called Westwood and Eastfort. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are like 3 conflicting factions or 4 conflicting factions at one point, and they're ordered alphabetically. Like, their names start with A, then B, then C, then D, and so on. Because this is how this game names things, and I am for it. I like that naming scheme. It makes things very simple to understand for my little pea brain over here. It doesn't really like to remember names that much. Brother Jindal and I to Cairn Island. It must have been very hard for my brother, but he kept cheering me on. Okay, yeah. I would very much have liked to see this scene in a flashback. This is a good use for flashbacks instead of going back to that stupid fucking scene where Maria was trying to seduce Aluard when they were sleeping at that inn that one time when Peach got kidnapped. Mm-hmm. Oh, they are gonna show it in a flashback. That's very good. It's a decent young Tenzi, I think, or whatever the fuck his real name is. Maybe it is Tenzi, but he has a last name that's like an imperial name. Maybe that's his brother? No, that's him. I mean, he is wearing the same undergarments that he wears in present day. He just wears a cloak over them now. But why is he wearing that? I mean... Oh man, that looked like a fucking Virtual Boy image for a second. Yeah, now it kind of looks like Doom. From that perspective, it kind of looked like Doom. Why is his family so different from him? Oh man, we are seeing it in a flashback. That's awesome. Violet kind of looks like Peach. 7/24, so that was 14 years ago, I think. So Tenz is like 28. Look at Violet there. Once again, the artist is kind of trying to hide his hand skills there, but he can't quite pull it off, man. He just can't quite do it. And from what we know of Tenzi, Violet's probably dead, so that's a shame. I swear to God, man. Okay. Very well. Young Tenzi's a charmer. Uh-oh, who's this guy? Butler? Is his name Butler? Or does he have a why would he have a butler in this, whatever place that he is? Why not? I wonder what Siz's father was doing at this time. Probably fighting Impenza. Why is she angry at Tenzi, considering that the thing with him is that he could be killed by the soldiers? If anything, whatever, man. Parents are always bullshit in RPGs like this. But mother, I'm... See, this is the kind of character that I would be okay with Maria suggesting we kill. Not that I want to kill her, it's just, you know, if Maria's gonna be Maria, you know? Might as well spend that energy somewhere actually, you know, kind of useful. That's cool. That's cool, man. I don't have any notes on that. Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah. You can't help your feelings, man. The heart wants what the heart wants. I can see the horizon. It almost seems like it cut off the 3D map of the area. Shit reminds you like Final Fantasy Tactics and stuff like that. It's kind of cool, actually. Kind of nostalgic. This is a game from 2000, right? I think Final Fantasy Tactics was like 97, 98, something like that. This is... I don't think this game would run on a PS1, but I think that the model quality is about the same, judging from this tree and this cliff, I would think. No wobble, because it's not a PS1 thing. But I wonder, you know, maybe if it came out on a ton of discs or something. This could have been like a PS1 console RPG. Oh, would you, Violet? I mean, he sucks. Well, now she's gonna say it doesn't matter if you're bad. To echo the thing that the farmer lady, Lavia, told him when we were at the farm in episode, I want to say 6. I'm not sure. Now we're gonna be treated to another shitty fucking ocarina piece. Butchered ocarina piece. Actually, it's the same one from before. Yep. And he's playing it exactly the same way, making mistakes in the same parts, because of course this is just the same .wav file or whatever the fuck they're using for the audio in this game. It doesn't matter if you're bad, or something like that. No, well, she said, I don't mind if you're bad, but I think that was the translation butchering it. Because she was supposed to say the same thing that Lavia told him at the farm. And I wonder if that's what is in the original Japanese, or if they changed it there, too. And then I wonder if that's what's in the original Korean. The version of the game that I'm witnessing is like after a game of telephone has been played with the story. See? Like, he just wanted to play some Ocarina. You do kind of have talent for it, though, Tenzi. I mean, you made the mistakes in exactly the same spots. If the music was actually written like that, you would have nailed it 100%. But then he lost her too. Oh, look, a snowy place. The Empire has snow, apparently. I think somebody mentioned that in a previous episode. I couldn't fucking remember which one, even if you paid me, though. I don't even know if I showed it. Yeah, I mean, of course they're cold. They're wearing their regular clothes in the snow. Gonna help her sell them. Well, are they not on the street? Where are they trying to sell these? Yeah, of course. I mean, she did say all of them, so probably all of them. Are we gonna play as Tenzi trying to sell the stuff? Oh, she's jealous. We're gonna play as him! Holy shit, if we open the menu, what happens? Nothing! It doesn't let me open the menu. And doesn't even, like, it doesn't have any running sprites either. But hey, let's, try talking to these people. Oh, come on, your job forces you to wear these things in the cold? Yeah, you should drop out, for fuck's sake. What's this? Literally snake oil, like literally snake oil. Some people don't even have any text, like I just click on them and nothing happens. Like, how do I sell stuff to people? XCS? Are they these ladies here? I can't get close. If I try talking to them, nothing happens. Because they're singing, right? I'm disturbing their singing. Apparently the name of their group is XCS. Maybe this lady name starts with X, this one with E, and this one with S. Maybe this is like Zenobia from Lunar Silver Star, and this one is like Elizabeth, and this one is like Sylvia. Their lascivious dance. So, of course, they are trying to play around with the word sex. Not the world sex, the word sex. They are the hottest girls around, and they're wearing very revealing clothing for the time. He says that as if something like that happened in the band's past, like they wrote a song that put everybody asleep, and then now he's like, oh no, this one won't do it. I can even fucking save here. Fucking might as well. What the fuck is this, man? This is like surreal to look at. I guess I've been playing for 90 hours. Oh my god, dude. I can't go into the house. This fucking game. Is there anything over here? There's a little Jack Frost thing. Or snowman, at least. Would you like to build a fucking snowman? Bro's killing it on the harpsichord, though. You hear that shit? Maybe Tenzi should drop the ocarina and try to practice on the harpsichord. Man, I'm not being able to sell anything. What the fuck is this? If I talk to Violet again, what does she say? Oh, I do have to sell everything, apparently. There's a guy with dogs here. Well, I mean, they're acting like dogs, as far as I know. Not a bad statement there. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's the coup campaign, right? They've been going that long? Yay, we got one. Maybe I have to sell one of these for a kid that wants it from her mom or something like that. I don't know. What about this guy? Of course, man. Can you play the violin in this life? Maybe you should try doing that. So you can say you play the violin in this life. No, of course you can. So you only like the image, like this is like the logical conclusion of people that only like bands for their image. This guy doesn't like noise. He actually doesn't like music at all. I wonder what town this is. We're definitely gonna be able to come here at some point. I wonder if when I go back to reality, I'll be able to see my actual playtime again, or if it's just gonna go from 90 hours. How about you? Man, how the hell am I gonna find 4 people or 3 more people that want to buy my shit? Snake oil salesman. What about the people that are here? Some of them don't even have lines. None of them do. I keep coming to the fucking snake oil salesman. You guys selling flowers? What about you? I'm not happy with her marriage. Where are you going? Oh, he's just walking around. What's this? Oh, this is XES. Everybody's here. Oh, some of these people here have actual text messages, so maybe one of them will buy my shit. So am I supposed to assume that the people who are dressed like this in Bada and Dome are from the Empire? The Empire seems to be the coldest nation. I've only heard up of snow on when it referred to the Empire, at least. I don't think their mom is ever coming back. Well, I mean, I wasn't going inside the inn for you to rest, Denzi. I was going inside the inn so that you could see if there's anybody that wants some of your wooden accessories. Oh, Jesus, okay. No, it said 1 accessory sold. But I sold more than 1. What the fuck is this? I'll say that I had to lower the price or something. Oh, there you go. Wow, man, she just threw herself at him. Come on, don't be like that. Okay, but then now someone else that says something in a text box will want the accessory. I think that's what it is. I just have to check the people who say stuff in a text box. Like these people. Now, there we go. I think that's the last one. Yep. Tenzi using those sharp business skills that he learned from his previous 3 sales today. That's all of them. Yep. It's getting cold. I should probably save. Let's see how much time. Oh, he's level 1. Let's see how much time I wasted here. Boom. 17 minutes. That's not too bad. I'm gonna be even less when I cut it up for the episode. I'm just walking around town anyway. Where's Violet? I think I thought I came from there, but apparently not. There's not even a barrier. It's just like there's this... I don't know. I don't. I truly don't. Oh, what the fuck? Okay, so it's the town of Cayenne. Of course, he mentioned the island before. So whenever the map comes up again, I'm gonna check out where Cayenne is located. Okay, now I just have to, like, run away manually? I could swear they would have played a cutscene now. Maybe we can run away inside this house. No. Where's the exit? I don't have a compass anymore. Am I such a little pussy bitch that I can't fucking find my way if I don't have a compass? Have I never fucking played an RPG in my fucking life? Well, I guess it's not here. Oh boy, here we go. It's tons of soldiers. Do I have to fight them? Probably not. I mean, dude doesn't even have running frames. It definitely does not have any battle frames. Ah man, I need another exit. I could hardly find this one. Yeah, I mean, your first instinct would just be to see the borders of the map, right? But if you try to go by the borders, there's like a bunch of shit blocking you. I'm just kind of seeing where there's like brick roads and shit. This is just gonna bring me to that house again, isn't it? I think so. But is there an exit nearby? It doesn't look like it. By F, I could have 5. I can't even have 5, dude. Can't do anything in this fucking flashback. There's someone there. He took him. I wonder what's gonna happen. Why are they, like... Why are they so interested in him? I mean, he's just fucking living his life. Oh, who's that guy? Do we ever see that guy? In any of the cutscenes? Either the guy or the old man. Is his portrait gonna show up? Probably gonna look like a pompous little prick. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay, so he is the Emperor. He defaulted as the Emperor. Dude, I don't know if it's deja vu or something, but I think I remember this fucking screen from the game. Somewhere. Maybe it's deja vu, but like, wow, dude, like I just got hit with a fucking freight train here. I was like, holy shit, this is this? But I don't even know what this is. It's just like I remember this specific image with that previous text box there from somewhere in my life. But, again, maybe just deja vu, but like, holy fuck. The Imperial Emperor. Yes, of course. It just feels kind of redundant. I don't know. Maybe you can say that, but it does feel a little redundant. I think it's a trap, though. He thinks it's a trap, too. Yeah, one would. Shouldn't have said her name, bro. Dowager Empress? Good line, though. Why can't they just fucking take the... They're like, he's the fucking emperor, dude. My first directive as an emperor, let me take Violet with me, you fucks. I guess the coronation isn't final yet. Oh, wow, look at that. It's a really big town. The sprites are not really properly aligned, but that happens a lot. It's like, it's not... I'm not gonna shit on the game for that. There is nothing but whiteness beyond the castle walls. I wasn't expecting that, like the draw distance. They just said, fuck it. Okay, what were the issues? Oh man, look at this. This is smelling like final dungeon, you know what I mean? But what the fuck? Well, isn't Tenzi the emperor? Is his true name Carl? Is that Tenzi? Does he look like that? Okay. Oh, we're playing as Emperor Tenzi now. Can he still jump? He doesn't even... Oh boy, okay. Stop fucking around, dude. This is serious. And the fucking harpsichord guy, man, he's just fucking rocking, dude. He's just shredding on that harpsichord ever since this flashback began. What is happening to the game, man? It's falling apart. It's falling apart by the seams as we speak. Where the fuck do I have to go now? Oh, really? What the fuck? The stairs don't lead to anything. I guess there's a door here, maybe? Oh, fuck. Don't tell me, man. This easy to get stuck, huh? Even with the keys. I was actually able to pull myself up. I can't believe this. Arcturus, everybody. Where's the fucking canned laughter from episode 4? I guess it's not in the kitchen. Can't open the menu, yeah. I guess his emperor name would be Karl Petrarca then? To keep up the theme, the trend, the lineage. Oh, let's go visiting all these rooms. This one's labeled. Maybe there's something here? Oh, we have Philadelphia. And Laodicea. We're Laodicea? I don't know how you pronounce that. Look at the size of these chairs, dude. Like 3 people could sit in here. Is this information that we got from this library gonna show up on our diary when we get back to the main game? Some of these look like they're fake, like you could push them. I guess not. Why would you have to anyway? Keep this layout in mind, dude, because you're gonna be here at some point with the actual characters. Why can you get items here? It doesn't make any sense. Are they gonna appear in my real inventory? I mean, I would like for them to do so, but I don't know. And I think I already have copies of those items, so I'm not even gonna be able to really check. It's a shame. Some bedrooms here. Are these like the soldier quarters or something? Oh, look, it's finally. I just want to progress with the game. Are they gonna say that somebody's gonna kill me? I mean, you have to keep yourself on top of these things if you're emperor. Yeah, that seems like Tenzi. And you don't fucking understand the grammar. I'm really glad I don't have to watch this cutscene in Japanese. There's so many. I hate these little floating boxes. Oh, Dane. Holy shit. Well, he's emperor 14 years later, so... Is it Tenzi? I mean, you just got thrown into this situation here with... through no fault of your own, really. Is that one of the eunuchs? Well, they had little frames for him, like, adjusting his posture when from after leaning over on the door. Like, the care that this game puts in its sprite work is so random. It looks kind of cool, doesn't he? It looks kind of cool. Bring Violet over from Cairn. What the fuck is up with that Dowager Empress also? Wrench? Really? A wrench? A lowborn wrench? A fucking wrench. A wrench. Really? Wrench. It would only dirty your bloodline to marry her. Not to mention that it would be looked down upon by the noble families. What about meeting a young girl from a good and noble family? I'm sure I have to make you reconsider things. They're just gonna keep holding the same fucking meeting over and over and over and over again until Tenzi gives in. Oh, look, there you go, the Dowager Empress. What the fuck? She looks like she's gonna be an endgame boss. I mean, from the tone, just from the tone of things. I'm just trying to guess where this game is going. Oh, okay, they're suggesting we kill her. You don't know how to play this game, Tenzi. Bless his heart, he's trying his best. But this isn't how you play the game, unfortunately. He's never gonna really understand that, though. he's a dude, you know? He's a man that usually we don't really like to see other people get killed. Especially for reasons we don't understand. Are they gonna put her under a spell or something? What is this? Could change the music. Maybe the Dowager Empress understands that. Well, you are, but the Emperor is just a figurehead. Yep. He's having his dramatic moment. He's like, have I ever done anything by myself? Oh, maybe that one time, yeah. Okay. Novalthan. He's an asshole. He's probably coming back. He's probably going to be the one that kills Violet or something. But is this Tenzi telling the story to the people in the campfire, or is this him thinking to himself in expositional terms? So weird. Well, technically you still don't know when you're gonna be killed. I mean, you said so yourself, you know, politics is a dangerous game. Yeah, I know that's the actual reason. Bringerd. Is it a rebellion led by the Dowager Empress? Oh, and they're gonna succeed. Five-star kings. I think that was mentioned back when Tenzi first joined the party, I think, when he was explaining his motivation to Eluard. And the game crashed again! Alright, here we go with the Japanese again. This time I've got Google Lens on my cell phone here, because I ain't at it in all that crap. I know it's gonna be impossible for me to translate the floating text boxes like this, but at least I'm gonna be able to just narrate the regular ones. There's still gonna be a bunch of shit to edit, but at least it's not gonna be as big of a chore as it was in the previous episode. I think. There's a lot of floating boxes. There's quite a lot of them. But I suspect that Tristan is just talking shit about where Tenzi and him are gonna go. And the guards are probably just shouting something like, "After him, we need him dead," or something like that. I would imagine, at least. And of course, now we're back in Philadelphia, and we can't actually... the game is not gonna let me save. I've watched this cutscene before without Google Lens, and it was a fool's errand, because I couldn't understand shit. And it goes on for a long fucking while. Well, anyway, Tristan just said, once you get this far, you can rest easy, which I assume he's trying to say, now that we've got this far, you can rest a bit. And, taking a little while here. Now Tenzi, which is showing up as Carl, is saying, "It's been a while since I've been here." Let me see if I can reverse grip this shit. And then it says that Violet says, "I'll be waiting." I don't know. And now Tristan said, "Now that Dane's in power, you're not safe anywhere." And then he said, instead of fleeing to the frontier, wouldn't it be better to defect to the Republic and try to make a comeback? To which Carl responds, Violet, ... And Tristan says, Your Majesty? And then Tenzi responds, I'm sorry, I still have business on Cayerne Island. And then he says, besides, I'm no longer the Emperor. You can now do as you please. And I think he said, thank you for helping me, but the fucking thing didn't... Like, it reverted back to Japanese here. Okay, Tristan says, what are you talking about? I believe that I will now go into hiding, and that your majesty is the emperor who can lead the empire in a positive direction. And then he says, I, Tristan, will swear to protect you as long as I live. And then Carl says, Tristan. And then Tristan says, we must not lose heart. We must be strong, especially at times like these. You have business in Cayerne Island, right? Let's get there right away. And then Tenzi says, thank you so much. And then Tristan says, an emperor should not bow his head so easily. We don't have much time, let's go. And then Carl says, yes, let's go. Now there's gonna be a whole bunch of floating messages as he's gonna find one of the eunuchs there. Oh, both of them are there, I didn't remember that. And they're gonna start shitting out orders, I think. Because it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, like maybe it's directives for the people. I don't know, I guess I'll figure it out when I edit this. Just tons of floating boxes. The game really doesn't want me to play it. Like, it really doesn't. The game does not want this series of Let's Plays or playthrough or whatever the fuck. It really doesn't want that to manifest. Just trying to stop me at every possible way. How many more cutscenes are gonna get broken, forcing me to play the game in Japanese? And how many of them are gonna have so much fucking dialogue and floating text boxes? And while Tristan here says, Your Majesty, there's no need to worry, let's hurry to Cayerne. Which I think is supposed to be something like, you don't have to stay here any longer. And then Carl says, we've finally arrived. And Tristan says, yes, I think that's yes in Japanese, I suppose. One of the 305 forms that they can say yes in Japanese, at least. Then Carl says, nothing has changed. The humid breeze and the smell of the sea bring back so many memories. And then he says, I lived here all my life until I was summoned as emperor. And Tristan says, yes, I've heard that story. And then he says, but now is not the time to reminisce. It's possible that the assassins from the Tojo faction, just fucking Yakuza now, from the Tojo faction, have already gotten here first. I would imagine that that's either Westwood or Eastfort. And then Carl says, oh, I know, I probably shouldn't be in a place like this. And then Carl says, sorry, Tristan, I have to do something. It might seem foolish to you, but it's important to me. And then he continues, when I'm done, I'll do just as you say. Just give me some time. And then Tristan says, if that's what you want, then there's nothing I can do. Please hurry. The guy seems to be afraid of him in Cayenne, which means that probably the Tojo clan's already got there. Is Tanzi the new Kiryu? And then he says, huh, it seems like things are a little different now. And Tristan says, please be careful, Your Majesty. And then he says, hey Tristan, it's still the same. Everything I left behind before I became emperor is still here. This is the house where I lived. And then Tristan says, I can't believe Your Majesty lived in such a shack. And then Carl says, haha, it's a shack just like you said. This house is very small and dirty, and it's very old now. But I remember the days I spent here well. They are more important to me than the time I spent at the palace. It was a really poor and difficult life, but my friends and Violet were always by my side. By the way, Tristan, did I tell you why I came here? And then Tristan says, no, you just said you had some important business here. And then Carl says, well then, should I talk about it? How much do you know about this island and me? And then Tristan says, I don't know the details. All I know is that your father was executed and you and your brother were exiled to this island. And then Carl says, this has resulted in me spending many long days here. And then he says, now I've come back, even at so much risk. I felt like that if I didn't come back here now, I would never be able to. And then he continues, there's something I have to do here. If I don't do it now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. That's why I came back. I feel quite embarrassed about having to do that. I'm pretty sure it's an incorrect translation. And then he says, I came to see a girl. Haha, that's funny. And then Tristan says, is that Violet? And then Carl says, yeah, that's right. Violet was the only one that was kind to me when I had trouble here. She was like my angel. Then Tristan says, yeah, I understand how you feel, but the situation now is very different to what it was back then. And then Carl says, I understand, it's not like I'm expecting anything in particular. I just need to see her one more time because there's something I need to tell her. Well, my friend, something tells me, and it's not because I've fucking already watched this cutscene before, something tells me you are going to be able to see her one more time, but I don't believe you will be able to tell her that thing that you want to tell her. Then Carl says, sorry for the long, boring story that took so many fucking text messages that's gonna slow down this episode to a crawl. That's all I wanted you to know. I'm sorry. And then he says, well, let's hurry. We don't have much time. I wonder if the inside is still the same as it was back then. I hope it hasn't been vandalized. I guess the house hasn't been vandalized. And then Tristan says, please hurry, Your Majesty. Yes, please hurry. And then Tenzi says, oh, I'll come right away if there's anything I forgot. I've been using Tenzi and Carl interchangeably, but it seems like the game has been doing that too, because he's being called Tenzi now. He was being called Carl before, even after they left even after they left Constellarium. At least the fucking music changed. We are the three guys who can fit all inside the little clock there. It's like they were clowns before becoming Imperial soldiers. Well, technically, in a way, they're still clowns, right? Anyway, Tristan says... I wonder if the microphone actually got that noise. Or like... or something like that. Tristan is a badass, man. And Tristan says, Your Majesty, it's dangerous here. Leave it to me and get away quickly. And he's probably crying out for Violet there. Now, see, he's being called Carl again. He's saying, because of me, Violet died. It's as if I killed her. I know that feeling, bro. And Tristan says, please pull yourself together. Tristan says, you bastards. And Butler comes in and says, what on earth is this? Is that person there? Is it Tenzi? And Butler repeats, Tenzi! And Tristan says, I don't know who you are, but if you know His Majesty, then get him to a safe place quickly. The more RPG Maker... it's the same sound as before. It's like RPG Maker noises, man. It's hilarious to me. And Tenzi, recounting the story, I suppose, says, I was shocked. My mind went blank and I couldn't think of anything. I just felt guilt and regret for Violet. And then he continues, I didn't care about what happened. I was only thinking of myself. Tristan and Butler were desperately trying to help me. As he continues, Butler carried me on his back. Before we knew it, we were in the Garna Plateau. Which we've seen... Maybe, I don't know if the episode showed it, but the compass can show you the direction to Garna Plateau from Martwini, I think. And but there's, Tenzi says there's no reason to go to the Empire, and they come back. I can't access Garna Plateau in the actual game just yet. But maybe this will change after this cutscene, I don't know. And he continues, Butler and his cousin Doc took care of me out there until things calmed down. I didn't care about anything anymore. I had lost interest in the throne, my surroundings, and my own life. I thought I was only alive because I didn't have the courage to die. Special appearance by the dog who can't stop fucking barking because he's an asshole. Tenzi repeats again, Violet. And then Tenzi continues, a few months later I was still on the Garna Plateau. The people here seemed apolitical, which was a relief. Butler and the others hid my identity from everyone. On the Garna Plateau, I wasn't the former Emperor Karl, but a sick man, Tenzi, recovering from an illness. I wasn't being pursued by the Tojo clan anymore. And that this is Doc, I suppose, Butler's cousin. He says, Your Majesty, for someone who was once an emperor to do something like this... Or I think he's talking about, like, farm work. And then Tezzy says, don't worry about that. If I don't do something, I get really grumpy. And then Breeze, which is apparently the name of the girl, says, what are you talking about? And Doc says, well, it's nothing. And then Breeze says, what's with that laugh? It seems fishy. I can't believe you got so flustered just seeing Tenzi working. And then Doc says, yeah, that was it. After all, Tenzi's supposed to be sick. Tenzi says, I might be sick, but it's not hard to move my body at all. And then Doc says, oh, is that so? If you want to exercise like that, why don't you try learning stick fighting from my dad? And there he goes, learning stick fighting from his dad, who's apparently invisible. Or maybe he's just off frame. That's kind of... this shot is kind of weirdly framed, but it's a cool shot, isn't it? Like, look at that. Breeze passing by, watching him train. Now she got older, so he was training for years and years, even though his sprite didn't change. He immediately had the stubble when he started stick fighting, man. Stick fighting will make anybody grow a beard. And I suppose this is supposed to represent the seasons passing, although I would think that changing the grass color to orange at some point would symbolize that a little better, in my opinion. That's not what's going to happen, if I remember correctly. And we're almost reaching the point where I stopped watching the cutscene because there was just so much untranslated Japanese text for me to edit and read that I just said fuck it. In any case, Tenzi says, at Breeze's suggestion, I thought Doc suggested that, but whatever, I started learning stick fighting. At that time, I felt a sense of emptiness in my life, so to fill the void, I started swinging a stick around. The only time I could forget about everything was when I was swinging the stick with all my heart. Is that a euphemism for something? I continued training every day until I could no longer move my arms. I have a very poor collection of skills for someone who's supposed to be training every day. Maybe you should stop before you lose function in your arms, man. And then he says, little by little I started to forget the painful memories, as if I was flicking them from the tip of the stick. It's kind of poetic. And then 9 years passed in the blink of an eye. But it's been 14 years from his accessory salesman days up to present time, so yeah, the Imperial guys have arrived. I'm not sure if they're gonna speak in floating messages. I hope they don't. I don't really like them. I just had to open my fucking bitch-ass mouth, didn't I? And then Doc says, don't worry, Your Majesty, they're just searching for missing treasures from the palace. Oh, the Dalents? Have the Dalents been spread apart so recently? Well, in any case, Tenzi says, I see. And Doc says, they told us to gather in the square. I'm going too. I think it would be best for your majesty to hide here. Just in case he might notice us. No, wait. If they find out I'm hiding, that will be even more complicated. It's been 9 years since then, and I doubt a low-ranking official would know my face. I'm going to the square, too. Doc says it's too dangerous. And then Carl, he's referring to him as Carl again, says, don't worry, I'll be quiet. And the Google Translate isn't being able to translate this one. But I suppose it's just like, or something, or alright, or whatever the fuck. And then the official, it says junior official here, says, I feel bad for causing trouble in the village, but even I didn't want to come to a remote place like this. It's a nuisance for both of us. Listen carefully, there's only one reason why I came here. I've came to look for Dalents on the orders of His Majesty the Emperor. So I don't know, maybe the Dalents got spread apart earlier than this, but it's just now that Dane Petrarca has assumed the throne that they're resuming the search for the Dalents in the Empire. Could be. I'll explain about the Dalents now. And Breeze says it's here, or I think what she's saying is you're here. And then the junior official says, Dalents are like jewels. They're blood red and they glow in the dark. They're blood red? Really? I haven't seen a single fucking Dalents that's red in any way. Maybe the center of the eye one. And then he continues, if anybody sees anything resembling a Dalent, let me know. If it's real, you'll receive a reward from His Majesty the Emperor. Oh, seems like he did notice your face after all. I mean, I don't know why you risked coming here, man. That possibility was always up in the air. I don't know what they're saying. They're probably saying, oh, he's him. Get him, or whatever. I mean, it's a lot of fucking text, but I suppose that's what they're saying. And then the junior official says, don't lie, I'll never forget your face. Don't you remember me, Carl? And then Tenzi says, official, I have no idea what you're talking about. And he says, "Look closely and remember, I am Novizen." I don't remember what the name of the guy actually was, but yeah, you sent me to the frontier 9 years ago. It was the guy that Tenzi randomly brought up when he was at that room with the armor stands. I guess that's the reason why he brought it up. It did seem kind of shoehorned in. Novizen? You finally remembered. How did you get back into office? I'll tell you, the Emperor himself called me. Dane called you. Yes, someone as talented as me deserves to be recognized. Damn you, Dane. But I never thought I'd meet you in a place like this. It was worth the wait. You took my official position, and I spent many days in humiliation. I thought it might be easier to just die. But I lived with shame. Do you know why? To get revenge on you! By killing you today, I will be freed from my horrible past. But that's not all. You are now a wanted criminal with a huge bounty on your head. If I bring back your head as a gift, I will become a millionaire. I've never believed in the existence of God more than I do today. For some reason, Google Translate doesn't want to translate this one either. I guess the townspeople are noticing that he's Emperor Karl. Are you finally being honest? That's not right, you know. For someone who was the Emperor to be deceiving people. Dane. Breeze, it's gonna be dangerous, so stand back. I'm not gonna do that. I believe in you, even if you are the Emperor Karl Petrarca. Breeze. Wow, this is surprising. Even though he was being chased, he still had time to seduce a country girl. You're a parasite whose only job is to suck the blood of innocent people. Don't insult Breeze any further. You have no right to criticize me. It's been 9 years. Have you forgotten? What was his name again, huh? And then it just says 1555555555551. Yes, Violet! Oh, it's just talking about a woman, not his name, her name. What? What do you know about Violet? I know it very well. It still haunts me sometimes. The woman kept calling your name until she was out of breath. My, Karl-sama is really popular with the ladies. You bastard! Don't get the wrong idea, Carl. I would never have thought of such disgusting methods. This was all Emperor Dane's idea. I was just admitting it in front of all the people. Then it's Dane. Dane is Violet's murderer. And here's Dane saying, "Thanks to His Majesty, I was able to extend my life. I will never forget the kindness I received. I am truly grateful." And then Carl says, "Dane, lift your head. A favor isn't something that big." And then he says, "We're just two direct descendants of each other, so let's just get along." There's no point in talking any further. Hey, you guys! And I suppose he said something like, "Get him!" And Breeze is gonna stand in the way? Are they gonna take Breeze too? Oh yeah. Very easily. Oh shit, he's gonna go berserk. Now he knows stick fighting. He's gonna shove his stick up everybody's ass. Am I gonna have to fight them? Oh yeah. Unleash the power, Tenzi. Tell Dane that someday I'll definitely kill him with my own hands. What are you waiting for? Quickly chase after him! God, I'm getting tired. The peaceful life on the Gerna Plateau was comfortable. Until then, I had forgotten what had happened to me and her. Or maybe I just wanted to forget. But no one can escape fate. I was reminded of that once again. I must atone for my sins to Violet. I have no choice but to kill Dane. After leaving the village, I fled towards the kingdom. It's true that he had trained in stick fighting for 9 years, and had gained the fighting strength. It's difficult to do. Besides, even if I win, it will cause trouble for the village. I don't fucking know, man. Breeze. I'm worried about her, of course, but all I can do for now is pray that she's safe. I thought the soldiers would give up when I crossed the border, but they were more persistent than I expected, and chased me to Marsuini. And that's where the story begins. You don't have to show this to me in Japanese. Please. That was a nice little swingy sound effect. It doesn't seem like it comes from RPG Maker. Oh, I'm not translating anything on this scene. Fuck that. Like, I'm not editing it in or anything like that. Fuck it. Just fuck it. Fuck it. Well, here Sis is saying, "What should I do? There aren't stores selling juice anywhere." Maria must be angry. Well, she would be even if you didn't get any juice. Or, sorry, even if you did get her juice. If I come back empty-handed, I'll be bullied to death, I'm sure. Ugh. Disgusting. Maybe I should just buy some fruit and make my own juice. And that's where the story begins again. Finally over. The rest is history. You guys really saved me that time. Thank you very much. I apologize for keeping quiet until now. However, I'm sure you understand that this is not something that can be discussed easily. It just sounds like a joke that a simple bearded old man was actually the Emperor. I think this is Aluard. Sis and Maria seem to have fallen asleep halfway through. It can't be helped. I ended up telling them a long story that wasn't particularly interesting. And it wasn't Japanese. They couldn't even understand what you were saying. Because they're Korean, you know? I'm sure you think that, Aluard. The Aluard just remains speechless. Aluard, have you fallen asleep too? Oh, he hasn't. He says, "No, I'm awake. I just don't know what to say." No wonder. Well, we should probably go to bed soon. It's getting very late. That's right. Oh my god, but there's still more shit, right? Before we can actually save the game and go back to the translation. It's about time to head to Answers. And Tristan says, yes! We don't know what kind of people are targeting the Dalents. I'll accompany you to Answers. I am deeply grateful, Your Majesty. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. Shit. Fuck. Okay, let's go back and save and... this will definitely be the end. Oh no! Your Majesty, I apologize for the inconvenience. This is not the road to Answers. There's gonna be more, man! The game just doesn't let me save, dude! Just let me fucking save! There's no save in Answers either, because they're remodeling the inn. This is torture! It's not torture, man. It's not torture. Stop saying that shit. Ah, would you like to save, your majesty? Oh, what are the options here? Yep. We're saving. We're saving on this one. Is it still 90 hours? It's still 90 hours, baby. Oh, fuck. Well, it is what it is.